What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Watching Paint Dry here on Another Letdown. My name is Zach from Another Letdown Media and the This Is Difficult video game podcast. I will be one of your hosts this evening. Watching Paint Dry is the show where I hang out with friends on a Saturday night, long after we should have thought about going to bed, because we've got a ridiculous backlog of miniatures accumulated over the years that require painting. There's an old adage that says if a miniatures painter ever runs out of projects to paint, he or she will die, so we're just trying to stave off death for as long as possible. And I don't do this alone. Joining me on the line, as usual, my perennial painting partner, it's my buddy Mike Broody Gambit. How's it going?
It's going great. Glad to be here.
Me too. It's been a heck of a week, and I'm glad to just do something that's like focused and like normal-ish, if you can call what we do normal. As with all the shows that we host on the Another Letdown Media channel, we believe in civil rights for absolutely everyone, and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. So, who do you have on the docket today?
The last Thundercats mini that I've got is Jackal Man.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to try and finish that one off.
Nice.
Very original name.
Yeah, that's kind of boring for Thundercats, really.
In the original set, they call him like Jackal Man and Monkey and like Vulture Man. In the 2011, they actually gave them names. I just forget what his was off the top of my head.
Gotcha. I've got, for lack of a better option, I chose Scarlet Witch today. I'm not thrilled with this miniature. This is the AMG one that's like held on by a single point on the base, and I'm painting it's going to be an absolute nightmare. But like, it's got to be done at some point, so I figure no time like the present. Just going to bite the bullet and attempt this mini. It is going to make use of my Green Stuff World fluorescent paint. But that's a long way down the road, probably even next week. But I have this fluorescent rose-colored paint that I'll be using to make her lightning effect stuff, energy stuff, really pop, glow, etc. And we'll see how far we get. I definitely am going to be taking this one slow. The other, and that's honestly the reason why we're a little late starting today, is I just could not for the life of me pick a miniature to paint. It was annoying. But we're here. Everything's fine. Just turn on the light. There we go. So I'm starting out with a mixture of Mephiston Red and Screamer Pink.
Ooh, good colors. I like them both.
I'm a huge fan. Actually, you know what I want to do before I do anything else, though, is get her eyeballs. Because that's Abaddon Black, and that's easier to fix down the road. So my new printer came in on Monday.
Nice.
It is enormous. I've genuinely never received a box quite that big.
How big is it? Like the build plate size?
So you and I both bought the Photon S when we bought our first printers.
Yep.
Take that build plate, and I'm not joking, it is 4 times bigger.
That is quite large.
It is massive. So I'm really excited to get some warmer weather so I can start printing stuff. My brother is coming up to help me move my printing operation into my shed. In a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when you get the eyes right the first try.
job.
Oh, dude, that's like a Dark Souls boss completion bit of business. Makeup and all. Like, oh my god. Woo! Brody's really quiet compared to me. That might be because I have my volume on my headset turned up too high.
It could also just be the location of my mic, but...
Talk again.
Hello?
Yeah, your level's about the same as mine. A little quiet, but... Okay. I seem to have fixed it. Hi, RPD. How are you? It's been a while. Missed you on my Chrono Trigger stream the other day. We were having a grand old time. Oh, Broody.
Yeah?
I started doing some prep work for the Trapped in Arkham that we've got coming up on April 21st or whatever it is. I had an idea for the Wheel of Random Regret that I want to run by you, because I think you would be the one to do this along with me. The Hot Ones Challenge. Every $50 raised, if one of our names comes up on the Wheel of Random Regret, we do an increasingly worse Hot Ones wing.
What is that?
Hot Ones, the Sean Evans interviews people while eating spicy wings YouTube series.
Okay.
I don't know. It was just a thought I had. I was like, Broody would be down to that. But I don't know. It's an idea.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're generally RPD. You would be correct there. I would use "Come with me on this journey," but the Wheel of Random Regret is a journey unto itself. I'm excited about this concept. I have no idea how it's going to pan out. As of right now, my 14-year-old niece has been coming up with punishments for us, which is she's way more evil than I gave her credit for. And let's just say poor Alex.
What's wrong with Alex?
Oh, he's joining me in studio.
Yeah.
So any of the punishments that because I have to drive the stream, obviously, but any punishments that I can't do myself while driving the stream is gonna default to Alex. RPD says it's either her or me, and I'll just let you decide who's more evil. I would say you're probably on par with each other, RPD, based on what she sent me. Yeah, I don't hate that. Alright, let's go with this. Alright. I got my proportions right, but didn't get enough paint on the palette, so let's have a do-over here. No, I'm not going to use that. No. Yeah, RPD, I'm super impressed that you finished Hades that fast. Like, I know you have a lot more free time than the rest of us, but, like, even still, that's really fast. That is ridiculously fast. In a moment, I'll tell you how many hours I've logged in that game, and it's... I mean, it's not a small number, and I've not even come close to completing it, so... Oh, that is an absolutely perfect color for Scarlet Witch's cape. And red bits. I am not disappointed.
So are you doing like the red with the like pink skin
I
suit
am,
underneath?
yeah. My reference art is Frank Cho,
Okay.
actually directly from Wikipedia. Um, I happened to get lucky on that one. Found one that I'm very pleased with right off the bat. So. Started playing Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
Boy, does it look good on the projector. Definitely died during the tutorial
Okay.
because I'm an idiot and got lost on the. Well, first of all, I didn't tag the map room, despite the fact that the game literally hands it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And if I had, I would have had a much easier time. I was inches from out when the timer ran down. I was actually really embarrassed with myself.
So one of the things that I didn't realize the first time I played it, and I'm not sure if it's the same in the remastered version, is you can scan enemies.
Yeah, I knew that.
And what?
I knew that.
Okay. There's like one enemy that only shows up in the opening bits before you come off the starting ship. And so to complete like the Pokédex, as it were, of enemies, like you have to remember to do that. Otherwise, you have to like wait till you can restart the game.
I'm not looking to 100% this. I don't give a crap. And that's kind of my philosophy on Metroid is like, have some fun, do some exploration. I did 100% Dread the first time I played it, just because I was having that much fun with it. But no, in general, I'm just like, get a bunch of stuff, feel good about it, move on with life.
Yeah.
And I just completed a Super Metroid playthrough with that sort of philosophy. I was like 77%, and I was like, yeah, that's a good number. That's a really good number. I'm playing Fusion as well because I love Fusion. But I was really like, I wasn't sure how my daughter was going to react to having the projector on in the next room while she slept. Mm-hmm. But I think I've dialed in a volume that I'm happy with, and she doesn't seem to wake up, so that enables me to play it a bit more frequently. But I also like any time that I spend in the living room is also time that I spend with my wife.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to hear that, RPD. I've really been digging Chrono Trigger. It's one of the more fun games I've ever played on stream, from my perspective. But we'll be back to regularly scheduled comic book game content afterward, I think. I do hope you'll join us for that Trapped in Arkham, though. That is going to be so much fun. Ah, got it. See, I'm the reason that I do the voice acting stuff is because otherwise I just won't even bother. Like I'll just skip the text altogether, and in a game like that, that's bad. Especially because I'd never hear the end of Adam getting mad at me for it. Oh, yeah. For skipping the text, yes. I spent all of Tuesday, so I had a snow day on Tuesday. That we should not have had a snow day. I'm glad we did, but because my hardest classes are on Tuesday. But there was nothing going on. So, and my daughter was at her grandparents, so I just sat and grinded in Chrono Trigger for something like 8 hours straight to level up and get ahead of myself. Watched School of Rock for the 800th time. I'm impressed with how well that movie holds up.
Which movie? School of Rock? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hello. I can move this right out of the way. Sick. Alright, that's that part done. Boots and bodysuit and... oh, there's a bit that comes around her neck. I guess I gotta paint that with... I need a smaller brush for that, though.
So I'm trying...
hey, Captain Kirk, what's up?
Nope.
Sorry.
Not a problem.
Go ahead, finish your thought.
So I got a 12-pack of the new Dr. Pepper Strawberry and Cream.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go on.
When I first tried it, like, it was fine. I enjoyed it. But, like... with every one that I drink, I like it less and less.
Oh no!
Right now, I'm just powering through trying to finish the 12-pack. I didn't waste my money.
The worst. So I, for the last, and I kind of only just noticed this today, for the last, I mean, I don't think I've had a single soda all year.
Wow.
Yeah. I've been on iced tea and unsweetened iced tea and kombucha. GT's Kombucha, not a sponsor, but Dave, hook me up. Hook me up before I start going behind your back and making my own. It is Scarlet Witch, or it will be once I'm done with it. She's a pain in the butt. But I was like, she was the only one even remotely motivating to me today. That's kind of the joke, Captain Kirk. I don't give a crap if he sponsors me or not. You've been playing Pokemon. Which one? Violet, yes, good call. I loved it while I was, playing through the plot, And then since finishing the plot, I'm just like, okay, I'm good. Go play other things now. Yeah, you're right. It's definitely not Arceus. It's very fun, though. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's, you know.
I just finished Arceus this week.
I've still, like, there's still a tiny bit of Arceus that I haven't finished. I will. But things have come out since, and I'm just like, I gotta play that. Oh, I gotta play that. Oh, I gotta play that too. You know? Prime being one of them. Captain Kirk, before you got here, I was mentioning that I had started Metroid Prime. And it's enjoyable. It's a lot of fun on the giant, projection screen. I can actually see what's going on, speaking of Metroid Prime. It's Super Metroid, but... I'm... Like, there's a part of me that's hesitant to give my opening opinions on Prime. Don't get me wrong, I'm really enjoying it. I have not tried using the original GameCube controls. Mostly because I'm bad at it to begin with. It's weird going from being pretty okay at Metroid to being absolute dog water. I am not good at first-person shooters. I am not. This is an established fact. It takes me a long time to get even passable at them. And which was effort I was willing to put in, for example, in Destiny. Because I was playing with a good group of people who were patient and, gave me the time to acknowledge my shortcomings and work on them and whatnot. When you're playing a first-person game all by yourself, your shortcomings become painfully obvious. Yeah. No, I discovered that pretty quickly. But the bigger thing to me is I literally just finished Super Metroid last week, and I've been playing Fusion on the side as well. Those kinds of games I love, and that's how I know Metroid. To change up that formula on some level feels like blasphemy to me. And I'm sure that when Prime first dropped, there were plenty of Metroid fans who were like, this isn't my Metroid, get this out of here, what is this madness? That said, I'm not that person. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. I will give it its fair shot. I am a huge fan of the franchise, as is obvious and evident by the giant Samus tattoo on my leg. Well, not giant, but large. But yeah, it's different. It's a learning curve, and I'm excited about it. But I'm sure, like, I don't know. What, my collection? RPD? Suddenly realizing what you're talking about. Because bear in mind, my collection is a rolling collection. It's not static. It's not a collection. It's just the first. There's no primary master. Oh wait, are you talking about the one for what was it? Wii U? Yeah, there was Metroid Prime Trilogy. Um, yeah, exactly. I that's honestly, Captain Kirk. That's my experience with Prime, is Prime Pinball, because I loved pinball games when I was a kid. And so far, like, I'm not very far into Prime, but I'm like, oh wow, yeah, no, this is Prime. Like, this is represented pretty well in Prime Pinball. Captain Kirk, you heard about our upcoming charity Trapped in Arkham, right? I'm making sure all my regulars are aware of it. Oh, okay, cool. So April 21st, we have myself and Broody and Greg and Taffy and Chris Kirkman from Dice Hate Me Games, and Alex the Baboon will be joining me here in studio. We are going to be playing Arkham Horror 2nd Edition, raising money for charity, much like we did a couple of years ago. Yeah, for the first time since the big 9-hour Gears of War stream, Alex will be with me in person. And every dollar raised will not only impact the game, but will also go toward cancer research via Dartmouth Cancer Center. It will. So every year I do a big bike ride, 100-mile bike ride with my family, and we do it for. It's called the Proudy, and we. Oh, hold on, I'll tell you. And yeah, so it's in memory of my cousin's late father-in-law. And anyway, it's a lot of fun. The bike ride is great, but it's, $150 entry fee. I was like, that's paltry. I can do better just with a Twitch stream. So I'm going to raise money through the Twitch stream to fund my entry and hopefully go well beyond. Now, to donate, yes, you can bless us all for the entire game. That's a thing. However, please be aware, Cult of Gloom has already vowed to, quote, curse Taffy into oblivion. How much do you have to donate to get us to join the winning team? I will come up with a price point for that. That sounds like a lot of fun. At present, what will happen is, so I'm just going to take donations through the Twitch channel donate stuff, and I'll have a running total at the end. Jacqueline's going to take care of it, take care of the totaling. But basically what you'll be able to do is, I think it's this one. Go away. Yeah. So the options will be, as of right now, oh, come on. Commands. They're turned off right now, but what you'll be able to do is, for $1, it buys us a clue. For $2, you can fire the current Monster Cup person and redraw the monsters for the turn. $5 is a full dice pool reroll. $10 adds a monster to the board. $25 draw and resolve a Mythos card with no gate or monster activation. $30 buys one blessing or a curse. And $50 triggers an additional Mythos phase off the second. So you like an actual Mythos phase full, just like right in the middle of the turn. We resolve a Mythos phase. And so yeah, and those prices are subject to change. I gotta have a meeting with the crew and figure out exactly what that's gonna look like. But for every $50 raised, and we've already raised $50 courtesy of my wife's aunt. So we're gonna start the game with this. For every $50 raised, we spin the wheel of random regret, in which one of us, whoever's name comes up on the wheel, has to subject themselves to a punishment of some kind. So far, the punishment possibilities have all been generated by my 14-year-old niece, who is proving quite considerably evil. I won't spoil what they are, but I'm not looking forward to them. And from what I understand, Chris Kirkman is trying, or will be trying, to get Richard Lanius at least in chat to hang out with us for a little while, which will be kind of fun. He was once, and it's been a while. One of them may or may not include some product placement. I mean, it did last time, RPD. I had that... what was it? What was the ridiculous kombucha I got? It was the like Kyanade, I think it was. Oh, yeah. We've also I've been toying with the idea of making Alex eat Carolina Reapers. I don't think he's going to do it, but he's done weirder things. Broody, were you there when he snorted the G Fuel?
No, that sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, Christopher did that one to him. I mean, allegedly. I definitely don't have it on camera. But yeah, it's the baboon. He's pretty good. And the one RPD is talking about is I was toying with the idea of doing the Hot Ones challenge. So for every $50 raised, I eat a progressively harder or progressively more spicy wing or chicken wing. So needless to say, it's going to be a fun night. We're going to be fighting Cthulhu. We're going to be fighting Big Daddy, Cthulhu.
Ooh.
And all money raised that night through donations and gift subs will go to charity. Go to the Proudy for cancer research, and also fund my ride. Basically, the first $150 is my registration, and then the rest is just gravy. Going to cancer research, doing the right thing. Which means that effectively I get punished twice. Because riding 100 miles under any circumstances is difficult. Dang it, come on. Am I going to have to make up more of this? No, we got enough. I mean, not in one sitting, RPD, but I would. My goal actually this year, and chat, you can hold me to this, is I'm trying to ride between 60 and 100 miles a week, obviously weather dependent, between the end of the school year and the Proudy, the ride. because I'm old and have to train. Oh yeah, that one definitely got swallowed. Heckin' swallowed, RPD. I've also started building things again, including taking another stab at trying to build that environment, and I'm impressed at how unfriendly it is compared to character building. Yeah, environment building is always weird. It's kind of intentionally vague, to leave room for improvisation, I think. Environments, like the way I understand it, or the way that they were explained to me, is they're not meant to necessarily be hard and fast because environments constantly change. So they're not as, I guess, rigid. Or the development of them is not as rigid as character stuff. Hey, they're not wizards, man. OGL garbage. Partial credit. Yeah, because we now know what full credit looks like. Oh boy. Oh, dog breath. The usual credit it gets for helping with character. Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Credit for actually being useful. Oh, it is worth noting here, since we're live and doing things, we will be taking next week off. Broody has work, and I am going on a ski vacation. And the reason that Chamali's been absent, we found out yesterday, is he's been working. He will be back with us. I think he said May. Is that what he said?
Yeah, I think so.
Roughly, yeah. But he is going to try to be with us for Trapped in Arkham. He is similarly excited about that. The other thing about Trapped in Arkham, the upcoming charity one, you're actually going to see more faces than just mine and Alex's. Greg has already said he'll turn his webcam on. Hopefully I can convince him to turn some lights on, because his webcam is usually incredibly dark. Jacqueline will be joining us for a little while anyway. Not in game, but she's going to be doing chat monitoring stuff and donation monitoring, as well as being in control of the Wheel of Random Regret. So you'll see her face. Obviously, Alex. Broody, I think you agreed to be on camera sometimes, right?
Yep.
And then I'm going to try and get Kirkman to have his camera on too. So really much better production value, I think, than the old ones were. Hope so, anyway. RPD says, also, I don't like doing disposable builds, and while that's possible to circumvent with villains, environment building, yes, it does. That is entirely correct. It does indeed. Yeah, Giftinator versus Cult Leader. The return. And yeah, since Jacqueline's not playing, her donations do go to the total. Jared can't buy our way out of trouble this time. Don't get me wrong, if he wants to donate, that's perfectly fine. We used to do this, the Arkham charity stuff in person. And Sammy's uncanny ability to throw money strategically at problems is really funny. I mean, you've played with Sam. You know how sort of self-assured he is.
Yeah.
And he's even funnier at the actual physical tabletop, because like the phrase "don't worry about it," I think is probably his most common utterance. Either that or "I am a god."
So speaking of Arkham, I played some Arkham today.
The card game, I presume.
Yep.
Forgotten Age.
And it was a horrible, horrible experience.
Oh no.
We got completely like screwed. Like the scenario effectively neutered all of our characters
Oh no.
in very specific ways. Like I'm playing Monterey Jack, and so his investigator's ability is all based on moving.
Mm-hmm.
I got stuck in the same location for like 6 rounds where I just couldn't go anywhere.
Yep.
The clue getter was playing Amanda Sharp, and couldn't get to a location with clues.
Ugh.
And then our fighters kept failing all of their things against, like fights against like the random cultists and
Oh
stuff.
no.
And so it's like the cultists kept gathering doom and accelerated the game that way.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
So is that scenario going to be a redo?
Yeah, we decided that we were gonna reattempt said scenario.
Yeah.
And hope that everything doesn't just like completely screw us over.
Yeah. RPD says Sammy is not just regular level, don't worry about it, or even mobster level, don't worry about it, but full on Tommy Wiseau, don't worry about it. And yes, yes, RPD, yes. When we play, and you know this from watching, when we play Arkham at our physical tabletop, the Tommy Wiseau or the room soundboard is open on mine and Sammy's phones at any given time. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, as it should be. Although, speaking of pseudo celebrities, such as Tommy Wiseau, I will try and get Jatro in chat again for the big charity show. Hopefully, he'll be able to pop in for a bit, but it will be some ungodly hour in Australia where he lives in Australia. So we shall see. RPD says that reminds him of something. If it's the fact that FP4 dropped on digital, yes, I have seen it. Yes, it is fantastic. Oh, okay. Talk to me about something in DMs in the near future. There's your reminder, because I will forget. People involved might see it here. Okay. What, here, DM me. Oh, wait. Yeah. I got my phone nearby. DM me what it's about, and I'll let you know if you can talk about it here. I gotta go to a smaller brush. Smaller brush. Smaller brush. The standard brush, I call it. Alright, messages in, checking now. Oh! Yeah, he won't watch this back, RPD. You can feel free to talk about it while he's not here. Yeah, no, no, you're good. You're fine. Ooh, that hurt.
What's up?
I just stretched my neck and it popped. Feels good, but it hurt initially. Okay. I'm with you so far. I had a feeling that's where that was going. I like that RPD. That's fun. So my boss yesterday, one of my bosses, asked me to chaperone the 8th grade class trip because I'm one of only 3 male teachers, and they need a male because it's an overnight. And I was like, no, I have a baby. It's the first real time I've gotten to use the baby as a legitimate excuse.
Mm-hmm.
But realistically, the boys in that class are a nightmare. I would not want to spend more than a class period with them. I did know that, actually. Yes, RPD. I stumbled upon that information when I was Googling about the... I think it's a musical. Rock of Ages. You're starting to see why I enjoyed pub trivia so much? My brain just retains random information. For absolutely no reason whatsoever. Ah. Oh dear God.
Not mix well enough.
What's that?
This paint that I just tried to use didn't mix well enough.
Oh no.
So like the drop that came out was
Substandard.
yeah.
But so Baldry's got himself a proper series. Yep. Or Baldry, Baldy. I can make words. Right. So the new series of my favorite show starts up in 2 weeks, and I am so excited. RPD knows what that show is.
Much better. With Taskmaster?
Oh yeah. I've been going through some withdrawal symptoms. I've started to watch outtakes and stuff on YouTube. Which is never a good sign. Oh, well, Cats Down is technically in season right now. But they just haven't been running episodes. Channel 4 is weird in that way. Oops, that doesn't go there. That goes there. Although there is technically a show that I like better than Taskmaster, but because it only happens twice a year, I don't really count it as my favorite show. And that's Big Fat Quiz. And now we're back on pub trivia. bit. There we go, got it. Let's fix up these pink bits. The problem with using a layer paint as a base, it's just, the coverage is just not strong.
Yeah, it takes forever. I'm very pleased with how that turned out. It's like thicker fur.
Yeah.
Like a color.
I was just going to say
started with brown and put red on top.
Oh, okay. Come on. All right. I do. I've heard of that one, RPD. I've probably seen bits and bobs of it, but not with any level of seriousness. Wanda's hair is decidedly red, right?
Who?
Wanda
Wanda's?
Maximoff, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Very red.
That's what I thought. So I'm mixing again, I think. So I think I gotta go Mephiston red with Jokero orange. Yep. See what happens. May have to darken it up a little. Is that going to do it? Yeah, just a tiny bit of brown in there.
I missed a spot.
It's the worst.
I missed the bandages on his legs.
Oh no.
It's bad. It's easy to fix.
I think that'll work. Let's see what happens. Oh, yes. That is the red that I was looking for. Focus. Please focus. Camera, why? Regardless, I'm glad to hear my environment building struggles are just the next evolution of me not using the building tools in ways they are fundamentally not meant to be used. Yeah, you know.
I think I got a good base coat down.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think with his fur color and everything else, I think I'd just go over it with an Agrax Earthshake.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Alright, I don't hate it. Wanting to do environment builds with the way I use sheets might have been a grave mistake. Are you saying you're doing learning and growing out there, RPD? Hopefully I don't have to do any more hair because I've run out of paint of that color. Should be good, I think. Mix up just a tiny bit more of this reddish pink. The worst part about mixing colors is when you run out.
Yep.
The wet palette helps considerably with that, but it's like it's not perfect. You're still eventually going to run out of paint.
Moving along. Oh wow, it's 11:30 already.
It is, yeah. I mean, we started late, so... That's exactly learning and growing, RPD. That's what learning and growing is. I don't know how well that's visible, but again, I'm so impressed with how her eyes came out. There we go. Oh my god. You can see them on camera. Also might be doing a brand new type of really stupid building thing that goes against what the engine's supposed to be for. Well, I believe we refer to that as breaking and bending. Is that the blob?
It is the blob.
Now that's the official AMG one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got him primed today with Pyro and then the Rivals panel, Sabretooth and Wolverine.
Okay. I gotta say, I like the C-27 blob way, way better. But there's also a possibility that that's because I'm really happy with the way he came out when I painted him.
Yeah.
I do believe that I am done buying AMG minis. And part of that a significant part of that, I should say, is just because what I am likely to be doing in these minis isn't playing Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Mm-hmm.
And while I'm not going to go the full remake everything because I screwed up method that Adam keeps threatening to do,
remake everything?
yeah, because he realized that he's going to be using his Crisis Protocol stuff for AUGs and zombies. I don't think that is likely to be the case for me.
Mm-hmm.
AUGs, yes. Zombies, less likely. I bought the core box of zombies because, hey, it's another Marvel game with some cool minis in it. But really, I think if anything, I'm likely to use this stuff for AUGs, which really doesn't make that much of a difference because I'm not planning on using Marvel stuff with like Turtles stuff, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I choose to play AUGs, I just scale up the map, which solves a lot of that problem. I believe the phrase is most, if not all. And besides, it's a homebrew thing that Adam and Shamali and I are working on together anyway. Who cares?
Yeah.
We're working on this system, Broody, and it's your fault.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it is, because you introduced it to us. But fault in this case does not mean bad. So, no, RPD, I'm not. Because canonically, the Turtles team up with Batman, not Daredevil. Even though they were born out of a Daredevil comic. Specifically the one that's literally right here in front of me. And if I did do that, I would more likely just individually print a cool Daredevil, rather than use the Daredevil I already have. So over the course of this week, I got a total of 4 Game Boy Advances in.
Nice.
Well, 2 of them don't work, which means they're project pieces, which I'm happy. I'm happy with that. One of them is for me. That would be this one, the Spice Orange. Like, how beautiful is this thing?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That looks a lot smaller than I remember them being.
Well, our hands are bigger now, Broody. No, I agree with you completely. Okay. Scarlet Witch has heckin' pale skin, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I hate using Rakarth flesh. But I will. It's the right call. So my next line is supposed to be me, but you already have Daredevil at home. Daredevil at home. Daredevil at home. Boom! That's the Daredevil we have at home, RPD. The best kind of Daredevil. Ugh, I hate this color. It's so gray. Oh, I'm about to do this, aren't I? Mixing colors for the third time tonight. I'm going to see what happens. Oh my god. Oh my god, I nailed it. Oh! This is, so it's Rakarth flesh with a little bit of Bugman's glow. And it brought it into exactly the tone I want. Wow. Sometimes everything just falls into your plate, falls into its place. Words, I can make them. Oh, I'm way off camera here. Shoot. Focus, damn you.
Damn your eyes.
Did I? Have you watched History of the World Part 2 yet?
I have not. Well, to be honest, with the names of the people involved with it, I'm really turned off by it.
That's how I felt too. Okay, I'm really glad I'm not alone there. I imagine I will probably at some point see it. But like, I'm not in a hurry. I love Mel Brooks, but the dude's like 96 years old or something like that.
Yeah. I feel like his type of humor is going to get pretty
yeah
down with a lot. Like, Blazing Saddles wouldn't get made today.
No, my God, Blazing Saddles could never happen. Spaceballs, no. Dracula Dead and Loving It is probably the one that could potentially get made today.
Yeah.
But even like Young Frankenstein, very unlikely to be made today. And I love that. I adore that movie.
Yeah.
But also, like, part of that is you need specifically people like Gene Wilder and Marty Feldman to pull that off. I agree with that as well, Captain Kirk. You are 100% correct. Many classic movies could not be made today, and that's problematic at best. I would say there's even parts of The Princess Bride that wouldn't fly. And that's, I mean, as far as movies that came out, or that, you know, we adored when we were kids, that's one of the most harmless overall. I think I want yeah, I'm going to go for a smaller brush here. Sorry, shutting up for a second so I can focus. This is tough detail.
I'll go for it. I'm trying to work on his skin, and I'm going to have to do a second layer because this is not coating it the way I like it.
Yeah.
Too much of the primer's coming out. Or coming through, I should say.
Yeah. That one worked. There we go. Loving that. Just need this brush though, so go right for the corn red, which I forgot I had. But I'm gonna water it down. I don't know how I forgot I had corn red. I used it for everything when I was doing Chaos Dwarfs. Alright, let's see if I can do this without screwing this up. I think that looks pretty good. I'm not going to hate on it.
Very much so.
What's that?
Very much so.
Now the question is, how the hell am I going to do these energy things?
Very carefully.
I think it might just be all edge highlighting. Which is maybe less than ideal, but let's see what happens. What happened? I'm gonna be curious here for a second. What happens if I go directly for the fluor paint? That's the one. Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Jammed paint pot. Or, dropper bottle. Got it? No problem. Let's go with this one. Okay, so no is the answer here. That's all right. Oh, wait a minute. What does the fluorescent red look like? Something I didn't consider. I have fluorescent pink, but I also have fluorescent red. Let's see what that looks like. Come on. I know there's a rattle ball in there somewhere. Well, maybe not. Oh. So it seems to be jammed also. What the hell's going on in my dropper bottles today? It is not that much different. Ugh. That's terrible. Get out of here with that. All right, so we're gonna have to put down a base layer of something. I could try just straight red.
Smaller brush for the face.
What was that?
Smaller brush for the face.
Yeah, usually. What I'm doing here is very experimental. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. But we're going for it.
Ah!
That's not a good sound.
I hit my brush and about like threw it into my like that.
Oh. Ah! We'll just knock it. Yeah. Punch a box of paint. So what I'm trying to do here is kind of a sloppy base coat that I will then go over with multiple layers to tighten it up. But it is supposed to be energy, so it shouldn't be neat in this case. So I feel like the sloppy top coat or sloppy bottom coat is almost necessary. There's going to be a lot of white showing through, which will then be amplified by the glow paint. Let's see, this brush is giving me all kinds of problems. His technique is like very intentional dry brushing.
I'm liking that face.
He looks like he's ready to be a jerk.
Yep.
Dude, how awesome was the end of that Magneto fight last night?
Oh, that was great. I was so happy that we managed to do it.
Me too.
Because I knew we were far enough along, but I felt like we were set up well to handle it.
Yeah. I mean, I had my reaction cards in for days. It was just a matter of finding the right ones.
Mm-hmm.
And strategically tanking damage. Like, once I got the first aid out there, or whatever it was, the one that healed us, healed alter egos, I was like, okay, this is going to keep us alive. Like, whenever someone goes into alter ego, just trigger this, give them an extra hit point.
Yeah.
And then finding a way to...
And that kept me alive because you used it on me that one time I survived by 1 hit point.
Exactly, yeah. Absolute clutch play. Okay, this is coming out way better than I thought it would. Just a matter of getting every edge. This is probably a project we're going to have to continue next week. I mean, I expect that, but...
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm probably, yeah. It's almost midnight. I'm definitely going to have to just start working on Blob next week as well.
Yeah. But that's all right. And this base coat that I'm laying down right now is definitely too dark. Like, intentionally too dark. Because there's going to be quite a lot of... In fact, most of next week, I think, is probably going to be highlighting that back up to pink. But there is a fair baseline. In the Frank Cho art, there's a fair baseline of just dark red in her energy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of trying to capture that here.
Yeah. Looking at Blob, he's so large that I don't think washes are going to work well on him.
Yeah, I don't know. I did a wash, but then I did a ton of dry brushing.
Yeah. Yeah, this second coat's coming out much better on his skin.
Good.
I was like, just looking at the arm versus the leg. Or front arm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're getting a lot of primer through that leg.
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, it does look like cellulite, so, I mean, maybe you're doing something right, but I think the correct answer is the second coat. Oh, my hand's starting to fall asleep.
That's no good.
No, that might be a sign. A sign from the gods. Well, it's going to work. This is just an incredibly slow process. Man, I'm so happy with how our face came out. I just keep looking at it like, whoa, I did that? Oh, did I tell you about the cycling jersey that my wife got for me?
No.
It is Cthulhu. Or it's got
Nice.
Cthulhu tentacles on it. I'm very excited to ride in it this year. For the Proudy, I have to ride in my team jersey, but because I didn't last year. And I felt sort of bad about that. As cool as it is riding as Captain America, when you're supposed to be part of a team, you probably ought to wear the uniform. But the trouble was, they couldn't get it to me until day of, so it hadn't been washed, and I was like, I don't love the idea of wearing an unwashed uniform. I've gone a little aggressive on that one. That's all right. So my brother lost his skis in Canada.
That's no good.
Definitely no bueno. So remember I told you that last week that he was in Canada to ski, and he came home and they had to drive the rest of the way because the flight got delayed or canceled or something. And so they did that, but Air Canada was like, we don't know where your luggage is. And Tim was like, come again? He finally got them yesterday. After numerous calls to numerous airports, all of which had bad information. Needless to say, he has not had a good week.
Yeah, doesn't sound like it.
And on top of that, the ski conditions at the mountain that they're at this weekend are not good. Which is where we're going next weekend. So I'm like, oh, great. Did I just drop $75 to get my skis tuned for the first time in, however long? Only to find that skiing isn't going to happen next week. That would be delightful. That'd be just my luck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can't paint, can't play Chrono Trigger. I guess I'll be off the grid. That'll be nice. I should bring a board game to play with my family. What should I bring? Obviously, they're not board gamers, so we gotta kind of be picking and choosing. But what do you think? What should I bring?
Arkham Horror.
Hardy har. My brothers played Arkham Horror at my bachelor party. Well, very drunk. I have played Elder Sign with them. Mom really liked that because it's got similarities to Yahtzee. How willing are they to drop anchor and do learning and growing? Not. Telestrations is probably a fair bet. Lightning. So really, we're not picking a game. We're just trying to pick the game they've already picked. I mean, so that's yeah, you're probably right. But I refuse to play Wizard. I hate Wizard. Or maybe I don't hate Wizard so much as the fact that I hate that my dad is so good at it. With Hector rain down on if we guess wrong. Yeah, that's true. Oh, shoot. That was way too much. All right, that's fine. Let's make it an excess. It's energy. It doesn't have to be perfect. Reminded myself that.
And in fact, with Wanda, chaos is for magic, so...
Yeah, exactly. It's chaos magic, so mistakes are okay here. Happy accidents. Let's channel the power of our dear friend Bob Ross. Or if we really want to go deep into the RPD and Zach watch YouTube minds, we can go with God damn it, Bob Ross. Bob Ross, you sorcerer, you madman. How is this good? Someone call up PC Optimizer Pro. Bertie, did we ever subject you to that?
No.
Oh my god. So, I want to say it was Taffy that originally found it. I could be wrong. and I'm sure RPD will correct me. It's this. It was Taffy. Okay. He found this YouTuber, Twitch streamer, whatever, Joel, who breaks operating systems by installing viruses on them.
Okay.
And at one point, he tries to find like antivirus software that's very clearly not antivirus software. So like, he found one called PC Optimizer Pro that was definitely a scam, and called them, like Crank called them, and kept like claiming that his kid was watching naughty videos and causing problems. The guy had no idea what to do with him. Hey, Blink! What's up, dude? We're burning out and talking about PC Optimizer Pro over here. And then he identifies as an attack helicopter. Yeah, that's right. And PC Optimizer Pro will check the privilege. I forgot about that, man. Identifies an attack helicopter.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
I
Oh,
have
dude.
done highlights on Jackalman.
I am so... Oh, no, nice. Let me see. Ooh. That is very, very good looking.
More sound definition on his legs and arms and chest and face. Yeah.
I'm very nearly done with this first coat of electricity, so give me just a minute. We'll wrap this up. Of course, I keep finding more bits that I have to do, but it's the nature of the beast, I guess. You're dabbling in chaos. Yeah. You wouldn't. I believe you would enjoy them, Mike. RPD. I would just go ahead and do that. I really do think he'll get a kick out of them. So, Broody, do your homework. Go watch some Vine Sauce Joel. Or Varg Skeletor Joel. And be amused. But the Bob Ross thing is he was using Mario Paint to do a Bob Ross tutorial. And somehow or another, through just the sheer sorcery that is Bob Ross, Mario Paint actually produced a decent result. Spoilers, obviously. And the quote of the night became, "God damn it, Bob Ross." Tiny bit more here. Right here. That's a decent start. We'll probably have to patch some up, but that's all right. I'll go more carefully with it with the second coat. You know, if I can find the cap to this brush. There it is. Just blending in with the thing. All right. Decent night. Made some progress. Looks a little shaky right now on my end, but Brody's looks fantastic. This will be improved upon. So yeah, no show next week, as we will both be otherwise engaged. But I will be back on Monday for Chrono Trigger, and I will also most likely stream on Wednesday this week as well. Also Chrono Trigger, just to get a couple of streams in. Thank you all for hanging out. This has been an absolute blast. Mike, thank you as always for hanging out with me. This makes it a lot easier to do this. And yeah, have a good week, everybody. We'll talk to you on Monday night at about 8 o'clock Eastern, roughly. Excuse me, depending on how dinner goes. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. Tune into This Is Difficult over on Paul's channel tomorrow night at some point, as long as Josh doesn't flake out. And we'll talk to you real soon. Take care. Bye.
Later.